Hi, and welcome back to another episode of Tentwa's on the road. It's been a minute, I know, since I did one of these, but like I always tell you guys, I'll try and do this maybe once a month, every now and then. But I'm gonna keep this one short. I'm on my way to an event, and I'm late, so yeah, I'm trying to not drive too fast, but at the same time, I'm trying to get there on time. But yeah, anyways, let's get started. I think it's episode 4 of Tentwa's on the road, and in this video, the main thing I wanted to discuss was my star boy is back, Sancho. I don't know if you saw the pictures yesterday, but apparently he got back to training on Thursday. But it was only yesterday where we got to see the pictures of him training with the likes of Marcus Rashford, Mason Mount. And if I'm being totally honest, I'm very happy about this. I mean, Sancho's my guy. I literally did a video saying that bring Sancho back to Manchester United. I thought the relationship between him and Ten Hag was totally dead and gone, and it wasn't going to be, it couldn't be fixed basically. But apparently, the new footballing structure has basically intervened. I'm not quite sure if it's Jason Wilcox or if it's Dan Ashworth or whoever, but apparently the directive basically came from the top management to say that Jadon needed to have a sit down with Erik Ten Hag. I'm not quite sure how accurate that news is. All I will say is it's happened. Apparently, I saw Fabrizio Romano reporting on the news saying that Jadon Sancho and Erik Ten Hag had a meeting, a face-to-face meeting earlier this week. I think it was most probably maybe Monday, if not Tuesday, whereby they basically sat down and discussed the whole issue between them. And I'm not quite sure if there was an actual apology from either side. My guess is there wasn't an apology. I think what happened was both of them decided to be adults and decided to say, you know what, maybe we both could have handled the whole situation better, but we didn't. So it is what it is. But let's try and move forward, try and find the best solution, and basically sweep the whole issue under the rug, because what good does it do for Man United to be having a good player in Jadon Sancho? I mean, we saw him doing a madness in the Champions League this season for Dortmund. So it doesn't make sense for United to basically have a player of his caliber going out on loan again, because these loans don't help anybody. If anything, they only help the team who's getting Jadon, because half the time they don't even get to pay the whole salary. Like, for example, when we went to Dortmund, I don't think Dortmund were paying his whole, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Jadon's on about, £350 a week? £350,000 a week. You'll find that maybe Dortmund were paying him about 150. At most, maybe even 200. Then we still had to pay another one. We still had to pay him 150 every week, whilst he wasn't even playing for us, So I think Ineos basically realized that, the market isn't easy. The team that's been heavily linked with Sancho this summer was Juventus. But it looks as though they're having their own financial issues, So if Juve are having financial issues, that basically says to me that in as much as Juve are interested in Jadon Sancho, they don't seem to have the financial capability to basically take over the wages that Sancho's on. Because like I said, Sancho's on about $350 a week. And I don't think Juve can afford to pay that, if I'm being honest. So what's going to happen is, I think Ineos have basically said, you know what, we're going to struggle to offload this guy. We're going to have to sort of take a pay cut if we're going to sell him. For example, we bought him for about, £73 million. So if we're going to sell him, we're most probably going to sell him for like a cut price, maybe like a, for maybe about, I don't know, £40 million. That's apparently the amount which Man United have set as the price for Jadon. So if Juve are struggling to raise £40 million, Ineos probably sat down and said, you know what, let's just squash the beef between Ten Hag and Sancho. He's actually a decent player, So if him and Ten Hag can just agree to just agree to disagree basically and move past whatever issues they have, then Man United will basically have an asset in their hands, Like, so I think that's what led to this face-to-face meeting or this face-to-face talks between Ten Hag and Sancho. And to be honest, I'm quite happy about it. Like I said, Sancho's my boy. I always thought he would do well at Man United. I was disappointed when he didn't. But apparently they sat down either Monday or Tuesday, face-to-face conversation. They decided, you know what, we're going to let bygones be bygones. Let's try and move forward. And now Sancho's basically brought back into first team training and he's back training with the first team squad, So it's looking like Sancho might stay. It looks like he might stay. I mean, it's not a final decision because you never know. Pre-season starts. I'm not quite sure if it's this week or the following week, but it looks like our pre-season starts quite soon. So if pre-season is going to start soon for us, it looks like Sancho might be taking part in the pre-season friendlies that we're going to be having soon. So if he does well, either one of two things will happen. Man United are going to be like, you know what? He looks like he's fit. He looks like he's ready to put the past behind him and play for Man United. So let's keep him. Or you could find a situation whereby Jadon plays well during pre-season, he impresses, and then all of a sudden offers for him start coming. Maybe Juve decide to cough up the £40 million and actually sign him. If not Juve, someone else might sign him. Maybe a PSG. You never know. But right now, it's kind of looking like Man United have decided they're going to keep him. So, like I said, I don't have any problems with that. I'd rather keep Jadon. I think he's a good player in there. If you're going to sell anybody, I'd rather have it be Anthony who goes. Sancho cannot go, guys. If Sancho's going to go, get rid of useless players like Anthony before you get rid of Sancho, But with that said, if we are going to keep Jadon, he himself will admit that he hasn't actually done well at Man United. Even I, as a big Sancho fan, can admit that. He hasn't been great. However, this is his chance basically to basically prove his doubters wrong. Because I know half the fan base sided with Ten Hag when the fallout happened between him and Ten Hag. But now that he's back, I saw yesterday even on Twitter, lots of people were saying, yes, you see now he's apologized, he's back. I'm not quite sure he's actually apologized, guys. I don't think that's the case. I think there's just two consenting adults sat down and discussed and decided, you know what, let's let bygones be bygones. Water under the bridge, let's keep it moving and focus on the future, So it could be a good thing. I hope it'll be a good thing because I want to see Jadon do well in the Man United shirt. So yeah, basically, like I said, I wanted to try and keep the video as short as I possibly could. But I just thought I should react to this news, man. I'm a very big Jadon Sancho stan. Don't get me wrong, I'm not doing the whole player FC thing, that nonsense, or player power, things like that. No, I just happen to like Jadon Sancho. I think he's a very good player. Lots of potential there. He just needs to realize it. The season is make or break. If he stays, he needs to perform. For the first time since joining the club, he actually needs to perform. I need the Sancho we saw from Dortmund when we signed him all those years ago. But yeah, anyways, like I said, I'm very happy he's back. I hope he does well in pre-season and then he actually decides to stay on a permanent basis. And we don't look to sell him or loan him. And yeah, man, those are my thoughts on the whole Jadon Sancho situation. Like I said, I'm very happy. I don't know, I've probably said that like 10 times in this video already. But I'm quite happy. And yeah, man, let's see what happens. Pre-season starts soon. I saw Romano was saying Zirkzee signed the contract yesterday. But for some weird reason, Man United haven't announced it yet. Well, at least now that I'm doing the video there, I haven't seen an announcement. But I'm quite sure we'll get an announcement on Zirkzee sometime soon, But yeah, like I said, I'm very happy Sancho staying. He's back and he's training with the club. So let's see what happens. But yeah, anyways, let me know in the comment section, guys. I know, like I said, some of you were saying that you didn't want Sancho back at the club. Disrespect to the manager. He should be let go. So let me know what you think. Are you happy Sancho's back like me? Are you upset? Do you think he's a virus and should be let go of? Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on Sancho coming back? And yeah, so if you haven't already, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys soon.